Jonesy
and Amanda.
Jam Nation.
You're back from your assignment in Africa.
You called it a holiday earlier.
Well, it's like the mistake I made with my sister one time. She was flying as a pilot. I said, "Oh, well, you know, when you go on your holiday, it just stirs her up."
Yeah.
I'm not on a holiday. I fly planes for a living.
Having said that, I certainly wasn't flying planes. But as work assignments go, I was responsibility free. It's a show called Once in a Lifetime, and Chris Brown's going to be hosting this show. It's going to air next year on Channel 7. And I got to have the most incredible time without having to do any of the thinking or the planning. And that was a holiday for me. Because in this job, you know, we have 3 hours we talk through every day. We have a meeting beforehand. We prepare what we're going to say. All the thoughts are the thoughts that come out of our mouths. We work hard for these 3 hours. And so for me to not have to plan anything, for me to be able to float, because they didn't want me to know what was happening. So they'd say, today we're going to be in blah, blah. I wouldn't even know where we were going, to be honest. We drove around a certain country in Africa and I didn't know where we were going from. It's like being in witness protection, and there was something very freeing about that. And for a couple of days there was no Wi-Fi. As I turned my Wi-Fi off when I got to $1,100. Thank you, Telstra. So I felt a little like I was free floating, like in a bubble. And that was so good for my head. I've got a lot going on at the moment, as you know. Mm-hmm. My dad's, 90. My dog's getting older. My husband's unwell. It was a great, great week to just float.
Great.
So I loved it. But I had some interesting times. I can't tell you too much about it because I want to save all that for when the show goes to air. But some interesting stuff. For example, the African country we were in, there was some women who we met who were just selling things on the side of the road. You know how excited I am by that, bits of tribal jewelry. Mm-hmm. So they were from a certain tribe where they were topless but had this incredible jewelry around them, around their necks and on their wrists. Amazing. And one had her hair in a certain way, which designated, apparently, according to our driver, that she was a virgin. Oh. And we said, well, what happens? She's waiting for a partner. And they said, well, she's waiting for a guy who can provide enough cows. We said, what do you mean? And so women are still bartered for by cows. Like maybe she'd be a 5 cow, and women who are university educated, they still, for some people, still have to provide the cow. And there was one guy who'd worked with these people, and he was trying to save up enough money to get some cows to be able to propose to his girlfriend so that parents would allow him to marry her.
And they're going to get actual cows?
Actual cows. So it's like, I guess, here, you're trying to save up for a deposit or something.
Yeah.
So that the parents would let you get married. That probably still happens in a lot of countries. But here the bartering was around cows.
Jeez, what about Chris Brown?
What do you mean?
What did you make of him?
Well, it was very interesting because we were making jokes about him taking her to the Logies next week. Good old. What new idea would make of her turning up to the Logies?
Topless. Just like one of the ladies
OnlyFans.
From F-Boy Island.
That's right. But, yes, so just absolutely intriguing. But I can't wait for you to see this show.
I'm excited.
I worked as Chris's veterinary assistant. And, yes, I did have to put on gloves. And, yes, I did have to go into an animal's backside.
Wow. Here we go.
Here we go.